Welcome guys to another episode of Supercar Corgi. We're here at South OC Cars and Coffee. I'm not sure how big the turnout's gonna be because it's Halloween weekend, so people might be out doing stuff, but we're gonna go check out some cars, so stay tuned and let's go for it. Here we have the 992 GT3, so 2022. I really love this car. Compared to the previous generation, one of the major differences you're gonna see is really the front. Obviously, with any Porsches, you're not going to see drastic difference in their design. They don't try to do anything really drastic. That's why there's kind of a running joke that between every different generations of Porsches, they say that nothing's really ever changed. But really cool details that if you don't really pay attention, you won't notice are these side vents for airflow. And then this one is like really deep in there, and I'm sure this is really for things like brake cooling, at least this side of it, better airflow as well as cooling the brakes, especially these things are made for track, so I would imagine that's what it's for. Also for better airflow, you have these front two scoops. I'm not sure you can see, the camera probably won't pick it up, but it kind of goes all the way down to the front air vents. And specific to GT3, again in this model you have the center wheel lock. Really cool feature. These things are really tricky to tighten, so you wouldn't want to just go to a regular tire shop that really doesn't know how to really deal with tightening the center wheel lock. And one of the most distinct difference, again, they don't change drastically, but one of the distinct differences that I could notice from the previous GT3s is this rear diffusers. They're very aggressive. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but you can tell they really improved upon the rear diffuser to improve the aerodynamics, to improve the lap times, really. And these are the things that Porsche are really known for. They do little minor tweaks that helps the car not necessarily go faster in 0 to 60, but to go faster around track, especially Nürburgring, right? So, and one of the things about the wings that I really like is this similar design language from like a Huracan Performante. If you look at the rear wing, they have this kind of a overlay. But I don't know how really active those wings are. Whereas with GT3s, you can definitely see they've designed this for the airflow and maximum downforce, so it can go fast around the track. And I believe for GT3s, these are active, so and the braking is going to come up slightly to give a little bit more of a hard braking in the brake zone. So really cool car. Again, they kept the 4.0 liter flat six. Gotta love that engine. Very cool car. All right, here we have the successor to the 488 F8 Spider. I really love the look of this model. Let me show you guys. So, starting with the front, if you are aware, previously the 488 had sort of this active aero feature where it, in the high speed, kind of opens up on the side. Well, they did away with that in this F8, but they do have this giant scoop for airflow, and it leads all the way up here and it flushes out, so for better aerodynamics. These are the little things that Ferrari does that really sets them apart. A lot of their design language from Formula One transitions is as well. Even here I feel like there's some sort of airflow going in. In terms of the interior, the steering wheel is very similar to the F12 Superfast, or I believe the FF model. I really like kind of this generation steering wheel compared to the previous generation 488. Seemed a little bit bulky, whereas this one it's a little more slimmed out. And you can see here as well, again, for better airflow, you can see how there's a giant scoop in the middle for airflow to better transition all the way from the front to the rear, especially when the top is up. But very cool. as well as over here you have the side vents to allow cooling for the engine. Very nice. Alright, here we have the wide body 458. It's a really cool kit. I don't know actually who this belongs to, but I really love this canard right here, side louvers, all made out of carbon fiber, and also the carbon fiber side mirrors. This is very unique to the GT series Ferrari. So very aggressive in terms of the how the kit makes this 458 look. And this thing is so low, I don't even know how they get around any speed bump. It's pretty insane. And the wheels are actually very unique to the F40, F50 generation. So, very unique looking car. Apparently he's Korean too. So. But yes, so wide body kit. Gosh, there's like literally no room. There's no gap. So I wonder if he has air suspension to kind of lift up the suspension to get around different bumps. And the rear diffuser, very race oriented, very aggressive. 458, it says 458 GT3. Gotta love the look of this car though. Check out this Porsche. I'm actually not too familiar. I don't know if this is kind of done with aftermarket kits. I'm pretty sure it is. It's probably an aftermarket build. But the really cool thing about this car, that it has its own name. It's GT Street RS. But really love the look of this car. It's very aggressive. I don't know if they built up on a GT3 and did a build on it specifically, but I really love the look of how this turned out. Very cool build. Here we have another GT3 RS. I believe this is the same generation as the one that Joe Rogan has. Really love the look, and check out this seats, the bucket seats. Now I don't know if these are Porsche manufactured bucket seats. I'm not too familiar with this generation, but gotta love the look interior, and has the roll cage. Looks like a very serious car. He probably trapped it, otherwise why would you have the roll cage? But very cool, very clean actually for a car that's probably at least 10 years old. But gotta love how this looks. Here's a really cool 911 build, the classic 911 build. I'm actually not sure which chassis this is, whatever the number is, right? But it's got some serious wheels on, tires on here, pretty grippy. Looks like this might even be tracked, or they're intended to use it for serious purposes. It's got a roll cage. Now, if you are somewhat familiar with in the car with the car parts, this is actually the bucket seats that Lamborghini sells. So that's why you see where it says SV right there. So this is probably from it is from Lamborghini. I don't know how they retrofitted that, but really love how this build turned out. Keeps the look of the classic car. Did nothing to the exterior, but the interior is a pretty serious beast. So I love to kind of see what they did performance-wise to improve the car. So now, cool thing about South OC Cars and Coffee is that you're not going to just have supercars that come out. You're also going to have muscle cars, classic cars, all sorts of different car community come out, and really just enjoy what the car community has to offer to one another. So let's go check out some different cars other than a supercar. Like I said, they're not fooling around here. We got this whole lineup is we have a lineup of Corvette after Corvette after Corvette. And it's funny too because it's kind of starting with a newer generation of Corvettes, and you get down to all the way down to this kind of a classic Corvette. They kind of gather together or park next to each other, and that's what tends to happen around here. I have a BMW myself, and when you park it, they will come. They'll park next to you. So that's a cool thing about this car community here. And we have more classic cars. We even have something like this. How cool is that? I have no idea what that is, but very awesome that everyone is placed for everyone for it to come out and enjoy this car community. Now, see, I'm not lying when I say when you park it, they will come. So this is my BMW. I don't know any of these guys, just for your reference. Here's 3 BMWs, 3 BMW. Telling you.
Piece of shit.
This is one of my friends. He has a M240i. He has a crazy build. It's like 700 horsepower. Yeah, so don't mess with him. Now this is a serious truck, competitor to the Ford Raptor. It's got the 6.2 liter supercharged. It sits super high. I feel like it's even higher than Ford Raptor. But I really love these integrated LED lights. Super meaty tires too, to put down all the power. I think it has like probably like a 700 horsepower. Absolutely massive. And I think this also comes stock as well. Man, really love how this looks. I said for a long time, if I got a truck, it would be a Ford Raptor, but this really just kind of puts that into question. Absolutely love the look. You tell me, do you like Ford F-150 Raptor, or do you like this Dodge TRX better? Which one do you like more? Tell me in the comments. Here we have the AMG C63 Black Series. This is probably the last one of the Black Series they made. I don't know if they intend on making more of these, but it's a shame that after this generation they just didn't end up making any more Black Series. Just to kind of give you guys a perspective, compared to the regular C63 AMG, it's got such a wider stance. Before there was, wide body kits and such, they already just had a wide body built into the car. Absolutely lovely. I wish they would have made that with the current generation, but maybe they will. But I've never heard anything about them making a Black Series on the current generation. So, and I tried finding one of these things. You cannot find them, guys. And if you do, it's probably gonna cost you at least like maybe a low 100 grand range. So absolutely love the look. All right, so supercar wise, not too many interesting unique supercars that came out today. Pretty usual. Sorry about the dog, but that kind of wraps it up for today. Stay tuned for more. We're going to check out some more car meets. I'm planning on going to more of a tuner meet as well to check out some new unique builds. So, but in the meantime, check out this Jeep right here.